Previously on Cursed, the Bell Witch.
Here you folks do a little, witch hunt. You folks be careful.
I have a little amulet for you to absorb everything that's negative that will come to you.
What the hell is that? It's right where my bedroom is.
John Bell died 27 years before his paybacks.
Kind of difficult to haunt somebody when you're alive.
Exactly.
John Bell actually was excommunicated from this church.
Really?
So, yes.
Would you like to see the Bell Bible? John Bell killed a man named John Black.
John Bell himself may have brought this curse on me.
Could you tell us where the grave of John Bell Sr. is? You're a brave man. But just be prepared what you're going to find out.
Hell was that?
True evil stays evil. When I was a boy, my grandmother told me a story. 200 years ago in Adams, Tennessee, something demonic took hold of the family. Through time, it's become the most notorious paranormal case in American history. The Bell Witch cursed our bloodline. Ever since, the firstborn males of each generation are plagued by tragedy and death. Old John Bell died a slow, miserable death 200 years ago. Great-Grandpa William was crushed between logs. Great-Uncle Hank went insane and hung himself. And Cousin Rich died in the desert all alone of a sudden heart attack. So now I need to find the source of this curse before it's too late. Because my only son is next in line. But even as an ex-cop, with a lifetime military career, and the help of my closest friend, I'm hunting for something I can't touch or see. One way or another, I'm gonna break this curse, whatever it is, and set my family free.
Now, from what he said, we've got to go through here.
Nick, what does that camera do?
This is a full spectrum camera, so that way you can get to pick up a lot more evidence.
These trees have no greenery on them.
Just barren. Everything is dead. Did you hear that?
We got movement.
And that wasn't far from us.
No.
Okay.
Here, what is that?
Is somebody here with us? Something's messing with the camera. This camera is done for. Something don't want us seeing what's on camera.
Getting this weird, sick feeling.
Are you?
Yeah.
Be careful, man. This could be focused around you.
You two need to come here now.
Okay, don't trip with that here.
No, I got you. What do you got, buddy?
See it? Yeah.
Oh, look here. Think we found something, fellas.
John Bell, 1750 to 1820. And it says Lucy Bell is right next to him.
We'll set up a couple things here and see what's up. See if we can catch us maybe a voice or something like that. How odd. I just turned my digital EMF meter on, and the first numbers that came up was 666. It's not a good sign, is it?
Nope. Newton is not liking this. He's whining. He's staring at me. I can tell you.
You hearing something, buddy?
Remember what I was telling you? We went and visited a witch?
Yeah.
This is an amulet.
Oh, okay. This is what you brought?
Yeah, you said you need something personal.
Right. Okay,
I
great.
figured this would be pretty
That's
personal.
perfect, man. Yeah, absolutely. You can use that as a pendulum. Pendulums have been known to help in communicating with the spirit realm. And I thought that'd be a great idea to use that in addition to the other equipment that we have to collect more evidence during our investigation. Would you like to try communicating a little bit? Let me grab us out recorder, do a little small EVP session while we're doing it as well, because we can actually pick up them talking on digital recorders that we can't hear with our ears.
Hush, 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 hush.
Like voices.
It was over here.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I heard it.
It's voices. Listen real close.
Every time we got here, something's tried to draw us away. We got this far. We're not going back.
No, we're not going nowhere.
No.
We're here. Go ahead and mark the recorder. Chad and Newton watching over us. If you want to hold your hand up under this like that. There's ways that thing will shake. You got circular motion, which is usually a yes, and then the back and forth motion would be a no. Being a descendant of John Bell himself, he actually is like a trigger object. So that pendulum with him, using it would actually generate better activity or even get better answers than I think I would.
Is this the grave of John Bell?
That's your yes answer.
I'm not even moving it.
I know. There may be some activity going on. See if we can ask another question.
Did you kill John Black?
So, that's a full yes.
Is this curse caused by John Black? No. Nothing's happening. Newton okay?
Yeah, he's just not liking this. I got you, bud.
It's
Nothing's
weird.
gonna bother
There's
you.
something around us right now.
He's never sat there and stared at me and whined. He's sitting on my foot.
Huh.
He is up against my leg, pressed against my leg, sitting on my foot.
Look here, have you noticed this right here? K2 meter I'm using. Reads the magnetic frequency. That one's jumping. Could be some kind of electromagnetic field around in the area. I also use it as a yes or no communication device. Did we just see you moving this K2 meter?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Is this curse caused by a member of the Bell family?
Yes.
Is this about Betsy Bell?
That's the car alarm.
Where was that at?
That's our car.
That's the car alarm.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Come
Be
on.
careful, guys. Why is our car alarm going off? I don't understand.
Hold on. Settle.
You see anything here?
No. Come on, Nick. Come on. Really?
Hey, look here. No.
Hang on. I'm gonna get this started.
All right. Straight broke that.
That's somebody playing games. Somebody came by and bashed it and ran.
Well, I don't know, boys. What do you think?
I know I'm ready to get back to the war room and check that footage on the camera.
We got 4 tires, so we can get out of here. Nothing can be done with this tonight. Let's get rolling. Hopefully we don't get pulled over.
We need to mark the grave of John Bell. We have homestead, grave of Kate Batts. Okay.
That's all the places we had strange things going on.
Yep. Let's review some of this video. This is our full spectrum camera. The way Nick explained it, it shoots off of a different spectrum of light than what a normal camera does. More ultraviolet type light, these things will pick up things we can't see.
Let's see if we got anything on it, because it crapped out pretty quick when we got in there.
Yeah. Now, from what he said, we've got to go through here. So,
Okay.
follow me. Notice how all of this is dead. Everything on the ground. These trees have no greenery on them.
Something's messing with the camera.
There went the camera.
Yeah. Go back a little bit.
And there, okay. But let me back up.
Can you play that back in half speed?
There's a flashlight on the side of a tree. And whammo. Where'd this come from? I don't understand that. What the hell was that? There's a flashlight on the side of a tree. And whammo. Where'd this come from? What is that? Is that a light?
That's odd as hell. Consider where we are, we start hearing noises, and then we have this.
Yeah, I want to see that one more time.
Watch it. I don't know.
You know what I really want to do?
What?
I want to pull the audio off of that digital recorder. The way Nick explained it, these things will pick up things we can't hear. Come on, Nick. Watch your foot. All right. These trees have no greenery on them. It's just barren. Everything is dead.
I know. Is this curse caused by a member of the Bell family?
Hold on. I'm gonna rewind this. You listen. Listen to the question. And then listen.
Is this curse caused by John Black? Nothing. Nothing's happening.
Listen to the next question.
Is this curse caused by a member of the Bell family?
What the hell is that? Play it one more time.
Is this curse caused by a member of the Bell family?
That sounded like a girl's voice to me. Betsy.
Remember what Pat said?
After a while, this thing, whatever it was, got meaner. One of the daughters, Betsy, she was bearing the brunt of the physical disturbances. Many occasions, her face had a huge welt right across it.
And now we have this voice on a recorder. You know, with all of that, we need to look into Betsy Bell deeper. We've been so focused on John Bell, we haven't really looked into why Betsy Bell was also victimized by this entity. How does she fit into this curse? You know what I really want to do? I want to grab some coffee and some breakfast.
Put our heads together and figure it out.
If there's a curse on John's family, hearing what may have been a voice on the tape last night, we may be looking at this curse all wrong. This may be centered around Betsy. Come on, Nick. John, don't run off and leave me.
I know.
You are. I gotta admit, I'm confused about Betsy Bell's connection to all of this. I'm really hoping that some good food and full stomachs clear our heads and get us thinking right. All right. Thank you. I'd like a cup of coffee, please, sir.
Sweet tea. So where we go from here?
We gotta look at A to Z, bro. A to Z.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
What you thinking?
You really look at it. If we were investigating this today, this happened. Little girl with scratches, had her hair pulled. First thing we do is call child services.
Old man's doing something he shouldn't.
Be my guess. Maybe we need to take this in a different direction. Find out what killed him. Who stood the most to gain from him passing on.
Maybe the daughter. He was sick for a long time before he just died.
He began having episodes where he couldn't swallow properly, felt like something was hung in his mouth, so he sought treatment from Dr. Hobson.
Seizures, severe stomach pains, coma,
Poison.
gotta be. If they found it in a vial next to his bed by his medication, I think we need to find out exactly what chemicals would burn blue.
We need a chemist.
If we get to the right person and say, this is what we got, this is a description of what happened, they can tell us very close to what killed him.
All right. Now our victim has become a suspect. Let's roll. It's hard to believe that a 14-year-old would poison her own father. But at this point, it looks like we need to add Betsy Bell to our suspect list.
Ready for this?
Thank you. Dr. Mann?
Hi. You call me Megan?
Megan, I'm Chad. This is Newton.
Hi, Newton.
John.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you for seeing us today.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put him back here out of the way,
Okay,
and
great.
we'll be ready to go.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, come on over here. So, we've talked a little bit. Can you give me a little bit more detail on what you two are actually investigating right now?
We're looking at the John Bell witch case as a murder.
Okay.
And we're looking for different substances, poisons that would be available to somebody in the early 1800s.
What type of evidence do you have about the substance that you think may have killed him?
We know that the night that John Bell died, they found a smoky liquid in a bottle that looked to be a medicine bottle, but it was not prescribed by the doctor. At the time that they found this, they stuck it on a cat's tongue, and reportedly, the cat jumped in the air and was said to be dead by the time it hit the floor. It was said that the son grabbed the vial and threw it in the fire, and it exploded in a blue flame and apparently went out the chimney.
So, what you've told me is that the chemical would turn a flame blue. That means that it has what we would call a blue emission spectrum, okay? And that means that when you put a specific chemical in a fire, it'll actually turn the fire that color. So what I have here is a Bunsen burner, and I can kind of show you about these flame tests. So this first one here is strontium, and this one tends to turn the fires red.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Potassium is known to turn purple.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a lavender color. And copper, it tends to be kind of a blue-green color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's only a handful of elements that really will give you a blue emission spectrum. Here we have cesium and lead. We all know lead's pretty toxic, but not to the point of toxicity that you guys are talking about. There's only one of them that would have been readily available at the time, and that's actually arsenic, a great weapon of murder. Arsenic is an incredibly dangerous poison that's been used for hundreds of years to kill people. I mean, it's an incredibly toxic agent.
Wow.
It also was sold as a rodenticide for a really long time, meaning to kill rats and mice. Vermin still a lot of farms, which definitely would coincide with the Adams, Tennessee area.
So that'd be easily available?
Basically, yes. I can't show you guys arsenic because it is so toxic, but we know that arsenic, I hope you can trust me, that it turns bright blue. That would be consistent with what you had heard about the fire turning blue when they put the chemical in there.
Now, to get enough of that chemical to cause an explosion and a blue flame to shoot out of there, that would have to be a large quantity of that, right?
Not necessarily, not if they maybe dissolved it with some ethanol, alcohol, which a lot of medications have. That could have given that kind of burst that you're thinking of. It takes about 300 milligrams of arsenic to kill someone on average. I kind of measured it out in grains of rice here, so we're not actually measuring out arsenic. But this amount here is about 300 milligrams of rice, so about that same mass in the arsenic.
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot. No, that could easily be dissolved in anything in less than a teaspoon and given to somebody.
What does it look like if it's dissolved in a liquid?
It's a white powder, and they could have been dissolved in pretty much anything to give it that kind of weird murky color that you're talking about. Now, of course, without me having a sample of it to test it, I can't say 100% sure, but looking at it as a historical case, and as I said, there are only a handful of chemicals that would turn that fire blue. Out of that handful, there's only one of them that would have been readily available at the time. We didn't stop using arsenic in large quantities in the home until about the 1900s, when safer alternatives were found.
Well, thank you, Megan. I appreciate it.
It's been so nice talking with you guys.
Thank you so much.
It's been interesting for sure.
You got your leash? Bring it. Thank you. It's very nice.
Contact me if you have any more questions.
Yes, ma'am, we will. Thank you.
Okay.
Arsenic. It's the first tangible thing I can wrap my head around.
Easy availability of arsenic in Frontier, Tennessee means that Betsy Bell remains on our suspect list.
Get going. Check everything. Hold on for a second. Wait up for a second. Hold on, dude.
Hi, John. This is Bob Bell, our receptionist. It's kind of a sixth sense, and she said when you came in to see me the other day that she swears she saw what looked like the spirit of a young girl with dark hair following you. I just wanted to let you know.
That's weird.
What?
That's Bob Bell.
What did he say?
The secretary told him that on the way out, the little girl ghost is following me.
What do you make of that?
Weird. Odd.
Yes, it is. I think Megan made a real good point. Arsenic burns the exact way the legend says it does.
Yeah.
I'm going with arsenic.
This is starting to look more and more like a murder, but I think if we want to carry this forward, we need to go where our suspect is, where she's buried.
Do you know where this at?
Mississippi. While we're down there, we can run down some leads. I'll drop in on Chris, get a little father-son time.
We'll leave tomorrow then.
That sounds like a plan of attack.
Okay.
What else do I need?
I have to say, the idea of Betsy Bell killing her father is hard to take, no matter what the science says. But this latest turn in the investigation is leading me back home to Mississippi.
Long drive.
Ready?
Come on, Newt.
And if nothing else, I get to see my son, Chris.
Truck. You okay to drive?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Time to go to Mississippi. It's gonna be good to be home, visit my boy.
Get out of there for a while, get down here, try to rest and relax for a minute, and then get back into the case. All right, so Mississippi, where are we headed to first?
I think I just want to go home for a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna go down to Ocean Springs first. Okay. Once we get down to Mississippi, we'll spend a day or two, and then we'll find somebody up there. So we're gonna go down to Ocean Springs first. Okay. Once we get down to Mississippi, we'll spend a day or two, and then we'll find somebody up there. John! Whoa! What's happening? Easy, easy, easy. All right, break. Put the hazards on, man. I should have taken over driving a long time ago, but John kept insisting he was okay. The only thing I know for sure, he shouldn't drive anymore.
I'm sorry about the whole...
Well, don't worry about that. With what you've been going through, I understand it, okay? Finally into Mississippi, huh?
Yeah, back home.
Have you told Chris any of this? Does he know anything that's going on in what you're doing?
No, I think I want to wait till I have a little bit more information. I mean, this was dumped in my lap at 6 or 7 years old, and then I've had to think through this all my life.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go through the same thing. I just think it's best.
Okay.
Can't wait to see my son.
I'm gonna go take him to lunch.
You handle that with Chris, and we'll meet back up later and start back over to where we need to be in the investigation.
Yeah. What's your favorite part?
Sitting with Chris, I know that even if there's only a chance that this curse is real, I have to do everything in my power to stop it before it reaches him. I'm gonna head up to Tennessee again for a little while. I'll be back in a week or two. We'll go hang out. Okay? Deal? Bear hugs too? You're gonna get out of here, son. Let's get running.
Where's this place at?
It's right over there. This used to be an old speakeasy back in the 20s.
Yeah, it looks like a cellar.
Tonight, we're meeting up with my cousin Victor, a member of the Mississippi side of the Bell family. Vic, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you for a while.
You need me, man.
This is Chad. This is my buddy.
Hey, Chad.
Mind if we join you?
Don't mind at all.
Thank you, buddy.
Grab a beer.
Cuba Libre, please, ma'am.
What you been up to, man?
Nothing. Just on the road all the time. How's Tennessee treating you?
Case is going pretty good. It's weird.
It's always weird. What you think's gonna happen up there?
By stirring all this up?
Yeah.
An answer? An end? I mean, you remember what Granny used to tell us?
Yeah. We were told we had a curse.
Our grandmother, his mom, my mom, their aunts, telling us things follow us.
Too much strange stuff happens.
I mean, most of our family is gone.
Yeah.
It's always attributed to the curse. Great-grandpa William. What Grandma used to say, she didn't talk that much about it, but he had that logging accident. They said it was
horrible.
Was he killed or was he maimed or
more than killed.
what?
Whatever happened, it was bad. Because, I mean, they just
All they'd say.
And then there's Grand Uncle Hank. He goes up that cabin in Kentucky, and a couple of weeks later, found him here. I mean, look at cousin Rich.
Yeah.
Look at the things he went through. He runs off to some reservation in the Southwest. He disappears for, what, a year or two?
He went way over the edge.
I mean, it's complete craziness.
He died of a massive heart attack. 43 years old.
43. Yeah, my age now. My cousin Rich's death was extremely hard on me. He was the firstborn male in my generation. His death made it very real for me. Last time I talked to him was probably like a month or two before he died. And he was talking about demons and devils, and
He had it all running through his head. Check those out.
what kind of craziness is this? He was talking about demons and devils, and
He had it all running through his head. Check those out.
what kind of craziness is this?
That was his tattoos. What was on it?
So this is the drawings that cousin Rich made before he tattooed all of this on his body.
Yep.
Take a look at this, Ed.
Wow.
Them symbols he believed was part of the curse.
Really? I mean, I'll be honest. I want an end to this. This stuff has to really end right now.
Y'all away, man. Y'all be safe.
Sitting in that bar listening to you and Victor and looking at those sketches, up until that point, I couldn't understand the tragedy that had been going on in your family. Yeah. Look, I know nothing about my family. I know my grandfather was killed because he was a moonshiner. I don't know a whole lot other than that.
Well, that's one of the things we're doing here.
We've got to figure this out.
So we gonna turn off here? Yeah. Looks like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Well, this is a grid coordinate she gave us.
Pat Fitzhugh put us in touch with Sue Clifton. She's a local researcher and paranormal investigator. She's going to show us Betsy Bell's grave and show us around.
Well, there's the cemetery, so...
We're in the right place then. There she is.
Miss Sue. Yeah. Come on, Nick.
Hi, Miss Sue.
Hey, you must be John.
John.
I'm Chad.
Well, nice to meet you, Chad.
This is Newton.
Newton, you are beautiful. Come on
Lead the way,
down
ma'am.
this way and I'll introduce you to Betsy.
Do you mind if I record this one?
Not at all.
Thank you.
Dr. Clifton is a leading authority on the Mississippi side of the Bell family. She's conducted over 20 graveside investigations here at Betsy Bell's burial site.
Yeah, I only found Betsy 2 years ago myself. And you are seeing the cream of the Bell crop right here.
So this is Elizabeth.
Betsy Bell Powell.
So can you tell me a little bit more about Betsy's life?
Poor Betsy had a really hard life. From the time she was almost 12 until she was 16, the spirit harassed Betsy. Physically, mentally, and she was the only one that received that type of punishment other than her father, who of course was killed by the spirit.
So what can you tell me about her relationship with her father, from what you know?
Well, what I know about it is he was a very strict father, but then that was the norm of that time. This was not something that was unusual in the early 1800s. I think all fathers, as the head of the family, were definitely the head of the family. Once the spirit left, she married Richard Powell, who was her teacher. They had, I think, maybe 9 children, but a lot of them died as infants. Betsy outlived all but, I believe, 2 of her children. After her husband died, one of her children was here in Mississippi. That would be Eliza Jane. So she moved to Mississippi in 1873 to live with Eliza Jane, and they lived not far from here. Betsy never got over that 4 years that she was tormented. She was afraid to sleep by herself. One of the grandchildren always slept with her, and she would have to sleep on the inside of the bed facing the wall. To be so afraid that as an 82-year-old grandmother, you still could not sleep by yourself, how do you explain that to your grandchildren?
So the entity kept tormenting Betsy even after she got here?
I don't know that it physically did, but mentally it still tortured her.
Well, Betsy's in our line of investigation with everything we're doing in Adams and everywhere else that this story has dragged us along. She's a part of that.
She's a big part of my
I'm
life
sorry,
now.
you two. I'm getting something buzzing in my ear.
Not bug?
No, there's nothing here. I've been looking for the last 2.5, 3 minutes. There's nothing flying around me, and it's literally vibrating my eardrum.
That is not unusual. The last time I was here, I kept feeling something behind me. But it's just like there's a presence around you. And it's not uncommon.
Still
and,
It's still a little bit.
you know, I have a friend who's a medium. And that could be the key to communicating with Betsy. I hope you're good with that.
Basically, at this point of our investigation, we're open to anything.
What?
He senses something, doesn't he?
He's been whining for a couple of seconds there and looking. What? What? What is it? What, you gonna show me? What? What is it?
He's on to something.
Okay, there's no telling what could happen tonight. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sue, how are you?
I'm good. So glad
Gosh,
you
it's been a
made
long
it.
time.
I know.
John?
This is John.
Hi, John. I'm Sarah.
Chad.
Hey, Chad, how are you?
This is Newton.
Hey, Newton. He's a cutie.
Oh, and he is already into the spirit, let me tell you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Come on over here and I'll show you where Betsy's grave is.
Okay.
Sarah Pugh is a psychic medium whose work with the Mississippi Paranormal Investigators has included hundreds of cases from Tennessee to Louisiana.
I've been picking up some things already, so I'm excited.
Wow,
I think it's
well,
going to be a heck of a night.
this is Elizabeth Betsy Bell Powell. I think it's going to be a very active night tonight from what I've seen so far. So glad you're here.
I'm excited, so I think we should get this night started.
We're going to go grab the equipment, and we'll set back up here.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Come on, Newton.
And we're hot.
Basically, what I use when I do a paranormal investigation is just a camcorder that has excellent volume on it, catches wonderful EVPs. It will catch the least little sound. I don't carry sophisticated equipment. A little flashlight, and I barely turn the end of it, and I turn it back and forth until I get it just perfect, where it's easy for the spirits, for the entities to manipulate. And then I set it on Betsy's grave. And then this is a K2 meter, and it measures electronic forces. If it goes to orange or red, then you know we have visitors with us. Then I'm going to take the other flashlight and just set it up the same way. We use it as our communications tools.
What do you do as a medium?
I help with connecting with people who has passed. I just help with peace and closure and give messages to people who has passed to see if they've crossed over. And sometimes I can even help them cross over. If I hear anything, see anything, you know, I get it all from them.
Okay. We're hoping to get in touch with Betsy. We want to know more about what happened in the Bell House. And there's a light.
That light just cut on for absolutely no reason.
As soon as John said Betsy, the light turned on.
So when I said Betsy,
When you said Betsy. Now, what kind of question did you want to ask John?
my biggest question would be, do you know about the curse?
Okay. We really need an answer from Betsy, or someone who knows the answer to this question. John needs to know about his family, the Bell family. Is there a curse?
The K2 moved.
Yep.
Whoa. Is the curse still going on today? Is the curse still going on today? Okay.
And I just got chills.
I have them too. What is that?
Getting interested in something.
K2 is going crazy. I tell you what, I've never had this much K2 action out here. Never.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on.
Dogs can sense
That's down there. That's coming from down here now.
Oh, do you smell that?
What do you smell?
I smell perfume.
Do you?
Yes.
He's going back up this road.
I do smell it too now.
It's definitely perfume.
Is there a female with us? A woman? Or a girl? Is there something back in there that we're hearing? There was like almost a voice.
Voice or whisper.
Yes.
That's odd.
Very odd.
Nick, wait up. What you got?
I don't know. Come here. Come here. Stop. Can't go any further that way.
No, we probably need to go back. What is that?
Newton, stop.
What is that?
You don't hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
What? Y'all, this is not funny. Do y'all see anything? What is going on here?
Next time on Cursed, the Bell Witch.
Whoever we're talking to, do they know about the curse?
Okay, 2 meters going nuts.
Looks like bone, huh?
Yeah. That could be a foot bone. This was burial grounds. As far as you can see, that's a lot of bodies. Look.
Wait.
It's coming from back in there.
Right there. Look.
Be careful. It's coming towards you. Watch out.